Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Bert the Stormtrooper. I am doing a comprehensive review series of Optimus Prime figures called That's Just Prime. I also review other Transformers, lots of G1 stuff, as well as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, GoBots, and pretty much any other toy that may jump out at me. I also do the occasional arcade and pinball machine video, unboxings, vlogs, challenges, and miscellaneous videos where my daughter usually makes fun of me. Those are a lot of fun. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking me out. Please be sure to click subscribe and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I upload 2 videos a week, sometimes more. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share if you like what you see. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shell Hog with Leonardo. So we've already looked at the Michelangelo Shell Hog. It's Leonardo's turn to show off his set of wheels. Released in 2018, these guys are in stores right now as of the time of this recording, and they're retailing for approximately $20. So the box, same as before with the Michelangelo one, it's a closed box with a window so we can see the bike within. We can see that we've got another exclusive figure, so it's going to be a new Leonardo with a new head sculpt for the helmet, and he looks like he may have repainted details just like the Michelangelo figure did, and we'll take a look at the sculpt differences when we get him out of the package. We can see we got the villain busting weapon launcher. Around the sides we have a product shot of the bike itself showing us how the wheels can pivot up and down for different levels of attack. On the other side it shows us a cross cell with the turtle tank and shows us how it's going to work with the turtle tank, and we'll be taking a look at that as well. And then again in the back we can see that the bikes can connect together, and they can also while they're cross-selling you the Michelangelo one, and again that pivoting with the wheels. So that's about it for the packaging. Let's get this guy out of the box and check it out. And here we have Leonardo and his Shell Hog outside of the package, and just like before, it's going to be approximately 11 inches long in its longest configuration and about 6 inches tall in its tallest configuration, and it's almost identical to the Michelangelo Shell Hog that we already took a look at, except that it's mirrored. The connector is going to be on the left hand side, the wheel hubs are going to be on the left hand side, and the cannon is going to be on the right hand side this time, and we'll take a look at them together here in a moment. But first, let's take a quick look at the new exclusive Leonardo figure, which is pretty much going to be the same figure that we already had. There are some minor differences in the paint, in that his belt, his gauntlets, and his feet wraps are painted black this time around. Other than that, the entire figure is the same sculpt as the previous Leonardo, with the exception of his hands are now a little more open. Let me see. Actually, this one looks like it's got the same hands, unlike the hands are a little different. We'll take a look at them side by side here. So as you can see, the hands are sculpted differently, just like with Michelangelo. They got different sculpted hands, and the heads are going to be a different head sculpt. Other than that, you can see right here that the rest of the figure is going to be pretty much the same, except for the hands, the head, and the paint job. So there's that. And then, of course, with the Shell Hog itself, let's set Leo off to the back. So here's the Shell Hog one more time. We can tilt the wheels so that he's got a high riding bike, or we can also bring him all the way down so he's got a low riding bike, and then you can also make a combination of, whatever you want with that. You can mix it all up and just make some crazy combinations. So now, one thing that I had not noticed with the Michelangelo bike, and I didn't notice this until I started playing with this one, and it turns out they both do it. I had mentioned that the handles could rotate around. The entire assembly up here for the handlebars also moves forward and backwards. So you can adjust this to have your figures, riding a little more laid back, or you can put it all the way forward so they can be riding, more like a speed bag style. So there's that. It does come with a missile, and is the exact same missile that came with the Michelangelo bike as well, except that this one is translucent blue. And you can just load that in right there, and then you can just press the button to shoot it, just like that. So nothing changes there. So we'll set that off to the side. Now it does come with this connector, and I've already got them both pegged in together, but each bike, these are actually kind of hard to pull apart. Wow. So each bike comes with one of these connectors, and they are identical. And what these are meant to do like I mentioned with the bike, is that you can, if you have two bikes that are identical, you can plug them in like that, and then you could have, theoretically, you can't do it with these bikes, but if you had the same side bike, you could plug them front and back just like that. And then of course you can also plug these together. So then when you have a combination of two bikes, you could plug this into the front right here, and then have two more bikes connected to the front here, so you could have 4 bikes all connected together, which is really, really cool. Now, since we've got the Michelangelo bike here, we'll go ahead and show off the connector so you can see. They got the same connector, they are on opposite ends, and then you can just plug them in right there, and now these bikes are connected together, and they're just one big vehicle like that, so that works. And then of course the big one is we're going to use this connector here to connect to the turtle tank. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and back up the camera and show how that works all together. And we're going to bring in the turtle tank. So as you guys remember, there is a connector just like this on each side of the tank. Here's a connector for Leo's bike, and that's just going to plug in right in there. He's all ready to go. We'll press on that red button and it'll launch the bike. So now let's get to the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and plug in Leo's bike, and then we'll bring in Mikey's bike, or Shell Hog I should say, and we'll plug this guy in right here, and there is the whole setup all together. How cool does that look? Check this out. This is so massive and so cool looking, and the way, you know, kind of like I mentioned when I did the review of the Michelangelo Shell Hog, the color contrasts and all the themes for the colors look really, really cool. The tank is mostly dark green, but it does have those light green highlights, and then it's also got the purple highlights because, you know, Donatello built it, so it is kind of his vehicle, and Donnie's Lab is the entire back of the vehicle, so it's got all of those purple highlights. In the cartoon, Raph has been designated as the driver, so the front has the red right there for Raph, and then those light green highlights look really nice with the light green of the Shell Hogs, and then of course the orange highlights for Michelangelo Shell Hog, and the blue highlights for Leonardo's Shell Hog. The whole thing just looks so cool. Now I'm going to back this up, and we'll see if we can go ahead and get both of these to launch at the same time. I'm kind of doing this blind. There you go. That's awesome. Very, very cool. And here we have one last look at the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo Shell Hog. One thing I did forget to mention is that Leo's visor can go up and down, so that's kind of cool. Other than that, it's just a solid helmet with just the blue bandana underneath. But there you go. Very cool bike. I like it just as much as I like the Michelangelo Shell Hog. They are both pretty cool, and they are even cooler when you have them as a set to work together, and then even more so when you have the tank, and you can just combine everything. It is such a massive, cool vehicle for this new line. I'm really enjoying, like I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again, I'm really enjoying this new line of the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I think that about covers the rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo Shell Hog. What did you think of this vehicle, and do you have any suggestions for something you'd like to see me review in the future? Let me know by leaving me a comment, give me some thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you're notified when I make a new video. Please share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.